The leader of the Yoruba Socio-Cultural Organization Afenifere, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, on Tuesday called on Lagos residents attacking Igbos in the state to put an end to the criminal harassment of fellow Nigerians in a place they have a right to live under the laws of the land. Adebanjo made the call while receiving leadership of Anya Indigbo, a non-partisan socio-political organization with a commitment to peaceful coexistence between Indigbo and other nationalities in his Lagos home. The Anya Indigbo was on a courtesy visit to the elder statesman. According to the Afenifere chieftain, the support for a Nigerian president of Igbo extraction was done out of a genuine interest in political equity and balance among major ethnic groups in the country. He said the support was not just for the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, but for the Igbo nation. While expressing disappointment in the performance of the election management body INEC in the last election, Adebanjo says he trusts the judiciary to do the right thing at the end of the day. In his remarks, Chairman, Board of Trustees of the Anya Indigbo, Dr. Eleazu, explains that the courtesy was to appreciate Adebanjo for his roles in uniting Nigeria, especially during the last election season.
The presidency is not the property of the Yoruba Igbos. It's Nigerian property. And that's why we are doing it turn by turn. And that the Yoruba people have had their turn. The answer the Yoruba people should bear in mind is that they should query my logic, the logic of Afenifere for supporting Southeast. They should first of all say the South is not part of the South, but it's not part of Nigeria. And when we say North and South and the people in the South have had their turn, the South has no right to have a turn. What they are saying now is their constitutional right. And I've said it before. It is not a favor anybody saying, all right, let us concede it to the Igbos. No! If they are part of Nigeria, it is their turn. All because you have some of these people will not vote for you, therefore you brand the whole world. What about those who are in your favor? Some people voted for you. That shows your fairness. You see, what you pressmen should do is to pin these people down. You should ask Tinubu and when did the enmity between you and the Igbo begin? Is it before you appointed them to your cabinet or after? Is it before the election or after the election? Lagos is a cosmopolitan town. Nobody disputes that it's a Yoruba land. Nobody disputes that it belongs to the people of Lagos. The number of the Nigerians who are in London and becoming mayor only for that. Have they now said that London doesn't belong to the English people?
I'm sure you know about the ethnic profiling of the Jews in Germany and the consequences. We will not talk about ethnic profiling in Nigeria. But another celebrated one is the ethnic profiling in Rwanda and the consequences. And we thought, okay, after the election, this thing will die down. This is an election period. People call me and say, sorry, it's just for this election, don't worry. They tear down your this thing, complain, shout, they burn your place, don't worry. But the election is over. And people are still going to burn markets. People are still moving around to tell people, you thought that you can get over it. We are now in power. And people are now saying, like the other day, people called me and said they were going to their market and they found that the whole place had been closed. And they said, no market today. You can go, everybody go. Election is over. But the things happening now is not what we expected to see.
Well, Dr. Eleazu has said, Dr. Bati, that the things happening now, election is over, yet this ethnic profiling doesn't seem to have come to an end. Indeed, it seems like some people are fueling it a bit more. Your take on this, sir?
Well, the major challenge that we have had in this election, apart from misgivings about the entire process, is the role played by religion and ethnicity in that election. And hence, one of the reasons why we've been saying that Nigeria needs to heal. There has to be reconciliation. There has to be, focus on unity, because that election, whatever, position you take about it, was essentially a very divisive, highly competitive on all fronts kind of election. And now that we see the Anyandigbo coming to Lagos, having, a meeting with the leader, with the acting leader of the Afenifere, Adebanjo, I think that's a very good beginning. It's a very good signal. Leaders should come together, and I'm hoping that other groups from other parts of the country will also reach out to other groups, so that when the leaders set a good example, they will help to reduce tension. They will also help, with, their careful choice of rhetoric post-election to douse tension. So I think this is very good. Now, Papayo Adebanjo made the point that the issue here is about equity. It's about justice. It's about ensuring that people have a sense of belonging within the Nigerian arrangement. Part of the problem we have is that, some groups in this country feel excluded. They feel marginalized. They feel harassed, victimized. And in the general elections in Lagos, yes, Igbos, legitimately felt that they were unduly targeted. So it's good to see this kind of dialogue. And in any case, those who know Payo Adebanjo will know that in the last election, he supported the idea of a president of Igbo extraction. He supported the idea of the Labour Party, and he openly campaigned for the Labour Party. But as Dr. Eleazu pointed out, the election is over. Now is the time to build a country. And for supporting the Labour Party, and for supporting the president of the Igbo, of an Igbo extraction, even within Afenifere, Payo Adebanjo has been criticized by, some members of that body. Only yesterday or so, a group called the Youth Group within Afenifere issued a statement saying that, Payo Adebanjo did not pursue Yoruba interests. And because he did not pursue Yoruba interests and he did not support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then of course he should stop parading himself as a leader of the Afenifere, and that they have passed a vote of no confidence in him. Well, everyone should be reminded that in a democratic process, people have the right to make a choice. And it's only when people realize that democracy is about choice, it's about individual rights, that's when the kind of fascism, the kind of, culture of intolerance that we have seen will be minimized, and the country can move forward. So more of this dialogue, more of this handshake across the Niger, and the people who can lead the process are the leaders of the people representing various groups. And I hope that the Anyandigbo and other groups, Akai Kenga and all of that, will reach out also to other groups, not just in the south or the southwest, but also in parts of the north where there have been issues.
Absolutely. I'll just say one thing before we go on a break, and that is, as you mentioned, Doctor, that it's not only about pursuing the Igbo agenda or the Yoruba agenda. If we are going to build the Nigeria of our dreams, we must pursue the Nigerian agenda and stop fighting, against one another along ethnic lines, but instead see how we can build this nation that's ailing together as one.